Hello guys, this is Roger69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, on this video I'm going to give you my top 4 for this new, it's a maxi series, it's not a mini series, it's a maxi series. Actually it's a 12 issues. And I'm talking about Mr. Miracle. And this is issue number 1. Check out that cover. I got the high glossy cover, very 90s. Now check out that cover. Really nice. Okay, the story. To be honest, I was really surprised about this story. I was not expecting what I read. I was expecting more like just like a regular story about Mr. Miracle and his great escape. But it was more than that. It has depth. Uh, it's more like it's been written more to the real life level, real life situations. It's hard to explain, but I'm gonna tell you what the story is about. Okay. Well, so the comic book, so the first page, well, starts with this. When I saw that, I was like, well, that is pretty neat. I started reading, it was okay. I read the caption, it was fun. And then when I went to the next page, well, I have a double spread page like this. I was like, okay, this is not the average superhero comic book. Now check that out. Now I have to say that I love the art. The art goes good with the story. Maybe if this art they have done some other work in some other comic book, maybe it may not work. But for this story, I mean, this goes hand to hand. Okay, so what we see, well, what you see was actually that's what it is. Mr. Miracle just cut his vein, just trying to kill himself. So it seems, and then from there we see his childhood when the teacher asked him a question that I'm not sure if this is real or this is just a joke. In a sense, joke in the story because the same thing. Well, when I read here later on the comic book, they mention it again as a joke. So I don't know if this actually happened in the story, if it is real, or it is some kind of like a joke on the story, where the teacher says, she has a question, say, okay, I want you to ask them to draw what God looks like, and the kid, which I believe is Mr. Miracle, he says, well, so the teacher says, that's very nice, but no one knows what God looks like. And the kid said, without hesitation, he says, yeah, until now. So the kid, he's kind of like, if he's God, I don't know if this actually happened on his mind or what. And then from there we go to the hospital. Now I have to say that, this is a kind of like a 9-panel storytelling. It's not too many dramatic panels, so we can see they go to the hospital and his wife's birthday is there. And I like this when they use kind of like over here where you see the first comic book of Mr. Miracle done by Jack Kirby, right there, over here on this line over there. You see it? Well, that was pretty neat. That was pretty nice touch. They also talk about the best comic book ever. So it's kind of at least it's good, but to me, kind of like confusing. I don't know if this is working on his mind. And then he goes back to his house with his wife. They're watching TV, and Orion shows up, and he tells him just stand up, just to be slapped or punched by Orion. And then he says stand. And then he gets up again. He's standing. He says I'm standing just to get punched. I'm standing to get punched. So every time that he was standing up, he get punched back down again. So and then there's a black panel that says dark side is. Dark side is what? I know what dark side is. Just I believe maybe what you interpreted it. I don't know. So the thing is that Barda gets up and say, "What are you doing?" Well, I'm teaching him. I say, well, "You cannot teach him." Oh, I can teach him because I'm son of dark side. And she said, "No, no, no. You're not dark side's son. You're the son of High Father. You were born surrounded with pillows, fluffy pillows. And then you were exchanged, so to avoid both of them to get killed, so you been exchanged. You are High Father's son, you're not dark side. You've been raised by him, but you're not his son. So, and kind of like Orion, he didn't like it, then he talked to his mother boss and said, okay, let's go home. And then from there, we see that some of his escape is kind of like, this is the kind of story that is to me happened to me that I have to sit down and read it. Even though that is a fast read, but it's kind of like you have to think about it. At least that happened to me. So to me, it seems like Mr. Miracle, even though he's an expert of escaping, he can escape from himself. Seems like he's in such a deep depression. Whatever that reason is, if they explain it here, well, I did not see it. Uh, Seems like Mr. Miracle, he's such a deep depression that he cannot escape that deep depression. That's why he killed himself, because he cannot escape. Even though he's the master escapist, it does actually escapist is a word. I don't know. Let me know. Uh, well, he can escape depression. That's what it looks like. Uh, So and then from there we go where after that he's at the beach with Barda. We see Barda taking a selfie on a bikini. So we see he's talking to High Father, and High Father says, "Look, has Darkseid now has the equation. Finally, Darkseid found the equation, the anti-life equation. So seems like this is going to be the beginning of the end of the universe. So Darkseid having that power, he can rewrite reality. And then from there we see that he's talking to what his name? I think this is the guy who makes armor. Forgot his name. And it's kind of like a strange story. And then from there we go that he's watching TV, he sees a message from a High Father. So finally he has to go back to New Genesis with his wife to fight Darkseid. But before he goes, he gets slapped by his wife. He gets slapped. She says, stand up. He says, I'm standing, just to be slapped again. Stand up, get slapped, stand up, get slapped. So actually half of this issue, Mr. Miracle, he might be the master escapist, if that's a correct word. Well, he's doing pretty lousy job avoiding getting slapped. So I don't know what's the deal about him getting slapped. Maybe that's just a medicine that they use here, so that way he will get his mind together or whatever. So it was good. It just I did not understand the part of the slapping. So other than that, that's how the story ends. That's it. Just getting slapped. So I don't know if he trying. So like I said before, I never read a comic book that deals or was written about uh, depression. So that's what the story is about. It's about how Mr. Miracle tried to kill himself because he has something on his mind so deep that he can escape. So to him, the best way to do it, well, just trying to kill himself. I don't know. I have to wait for issue number 2. So I'm very curious about it. But other than that, it was good. I love it. And I like the art. The art goes very good with the story. So I would give it 5 out of 5. Believe it or not. I would give it 5 out of 5, even though I did not understand one or two part of the whole story, but I know eventually I will get an answer once I continue reading. So, guys, if you're not reading this, pick it up. I mean, this is really good. This is not your average superhero comic book like Batman, Superman, Flash, and so on and so forth. It's really good. So, like I said, we give it 5 out of 5. Well, guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. See you later. Bye.